Hi, I'm James, I'm 19 years old, and I'm legally blind. I'm the writer, director, co-cinematographer, and the editor for the short film Imagine. After several weeks of kind of going back and forth on ideas for the My RØDE Reel, I finally just decided and settled on the idea of imagination and tackling reality versus fiction and truth versus ideals. So Imagine is very much thought out. It has a lot of detail throughout the sound, the shooting of the cinematography, and the props. They all kind of parallel the fantasy world and the real world to kind of help drive the story and show the development of the characters in both universes. We originally had a crew of 6 people, and that, however, shortly, right before shooting, turned to 3, and life happens, people have different priorities, and that's okay. I initially wanted to take a backseat role during the shooting of this short film, mainly focus only on directing and cinematography. However, due to an actor having to have other obligations last minute, I had to fill in for my lead actor, so I had to do half the cinematography and half the acting for the short. Frequently, you'll find that life happens, and you just gotta be there to not only support yourself, but support those who stick around with you and really just kind of give it your all. And because film is a collaborative art, and without that sort of collaboration and communication, it's gonna fall apart. When it came time for editing, I knew I wanted a very distinct art direction for the fantasy scenes. That way it was easy to identify what was happening inside Joseph's mind and outside. I decided to go with a very illustrated look for the fantasy scenes, mainly inspired from watercolor paintings. So the editing process took well over 24 hours. I was left alone to edit everything and do all the compositing for the visual effects. It did take a long time doing this all on my own, but I was very much satisfied when I got to the final product. And then after doing like early screenings and previews for a few select people and getting viewer feedback, I went back and even did some further editing with a couple hours to just kind of change up any final things that I felt needed to be touched up upon. Overall though, this has been an amazing experience, and I just seriously want to say thank you to the cast and crew, and I seriously just want to say thank you as well to Rode and its sponsors for the My RØDE Reel. Thank you to the family that gave us the beautiful scenery. Thank you to my wonderful parents for providing rides and transportation whenever we needed it, because legally I can't drive, and I really do appreciate that support. And lastly, I really just want to say thank you to you guys, because you guys are checking out this short film, and whether you like it or not, whether you're getting something out of it or you're not, if you have different tastes, that's completely alright. But just thank you for checking it out, and thank you for checking out the behind the scenes, and I hope maybe you learned something or just kind of got an idea of the process of making this short film, because it was a lot of fun, and I encourage you guys to go out and create something, whatever your passion.